Good morning. It's Monday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you're all wearing your green today so you don't get pinched by people who are participating. Thanks for joining us on Up to the Minute. We're bringing you all the news, announcements, and events along with a couple of special guests who you'll recognize. They've both been here before. I'm Dr. Amy Tan, Dean of HCC's English and Communications, with Dr. Nicholas Cox, our Interim Dean of HCC's Liberal Arts and Humanities. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I know you've been doing you were at some meetings and you've been doing some traveling. And I know last week was spring break and we're all ready to be back. But I saw that you did a little bit of hiking this week.
Yeah, during spring break, I went up to the middle Appalachian Mountains. I guess I was in Pennsylvania, Kentucky, West Virginia. It was a great time. Great time.
Wow, that's amazing. Lots of driving too.
It was a lot of driving. I just drove straight from Houston to Montgomery, spent the night, drove on from there into the mountains on Saturday, Sunday, and then I spent 4 days there and drove right back.
Gorgeous. That's wonderful. Well, I know spring break probably went too fast for all of us, but we're back and we are live whenever HCC is in session. How can people find us?
Well, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page and on YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Perfect. We'll be right back with you, Nick. For Mental Health Monday, we're discussing enneagrams with Jessica Bellant, who is the Education and Prevention Director for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, and our Mental Health Monday guest. Welcome back to the show, Jessica.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And if you'll just hold on for 10 minutes, then Nick will be with you to talk more about enneagrams. First, we're talking about Career Week. And for that, I'm happy to welcome Leslie Landrey, our career specialist at HCC Central. That is with our career planning and job placement services. Good morning, Leslie.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you. I'm wearing my St. Patrick's Day earrings. So there's a little green, so hopefully I won't be pinched.
I ran out of the house without mine this morning. I feel like it was a missed opportunity. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's fun to be wearing green for St. Patrick's Day, and I know people have other fun traditions, and I know the river right in Chicago is probably green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love green. It's my favorite color. So yeah.
So today is your day.
Yeah.
With the spring semester nearing its halfway mark, our graduates are working on finding that first job, and current students are seeking internships and summer jobs. And I know it's kind of the spring break always marks the spring semester has that break. And so it's the first 8 weeks we come back and it's the second 8 weeks. So we're all thinking about graduation.
Sure.
So tell us about how Career Week and Central College is helping students with that transition and that journey.
Okay. Well, we're really excited about Career Week. We had one in the fall. We're having one in the spring, and the first offering is tomorrow. It's called AI-Volution, and it's standing for AI, and it's looking at how tech is going to go into affecting careers and resumes. And so what we're offering in that panel, it's going to be a panel. It's going to offer optimized resume help. It's going to give advice on that and then talk about streamlining the job search. And so we're really excited about that. And then the next day, on the 19th, right, I think it's the 19th. I have to get my days straight. We're going to have a career roundtable with women, and so we've got a panel of really exciting women that are coming. And just because it's going to be all women, it's also guys are invited too.
Everyone's invited, yes.
Yeah, everyone's invited.
So do you have events all week long?
Just the 2 days.
Just Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the AI-Volution and then the Women's Career Roundtable.
And it's interesting talking about AI because of course it's on it's everywhere you go now. It's on everybody's minds in the news all the time, every day. And I guess that, even people who have been in the job market, things have changed. Things have changed for how to apply and how AI is not just about maybe writing support or helping you prepare your documents, but it's also companies are using AI. Is that what I'm understanding?
Sure. It's going to be looking at how people that use AI can get a better job. They can be on the cutting edge of the job market. There's all kinds of ways that AI can help job seekers. So that's what the panel is going to be talking about.
And would you say that Career Week is primarily for people looking for their post-graduation job, or do you think these events will also be helpful for people at various stages of the professional journey?
Well, I think just like in career services, we offer everything, services for students that are just starting HCC to graduation to alumni. And so we're open to everyone. And we're really hoping we get a good turnout both tomorrow for AI and then Wednesday for the Women's Career Roundtable. So welcome, everyone.
And talk to me a little bit about the developments in AI. What would you say is important for students to know, or why is it important for students to know how AI is changing the job search?
Okay, well, first of all, I think that AI is reshaping industries. AI is transforming fields like healthcare, finance, marketing, manufacturing, at education. Understanding AI ensures students stay relevant in evolving markets. It increases job opportunities, at least awareness of those. And employers value AI literacy even for non-technical fields.
And the women's career, the round table there, we said it's going to be for a general audience. Do they have topics? Are they going to be taking questions from the audience? What exactly are they talking about?
Well, we're excited about it because it's going to be a little more informal than the AI panel. Women will be talking about the women there will be talking about all kinds of issues that relate to pay, the discrepancy in pay between women, especially with women and men, especially with women of color. What else are they going to be talking about? Really just telling their stories, how they got where they are today. They'll be taking questions about their company and opportunities within their company.
Fantastic. I think it sounds really exciting. So let's pivot and talk about career services is here for our students year round. So can you talk to us a little bit about that, and also tell us about your upcoming Arts Mania career fair?
Okay, well, Arts Mania is very special to my heart because I'm actually the career specialist who works with the consumer arts and sciences students. So we really are gearing this career fair for our hospitality, culinary, baking and pastry, cosmetology, and fashion students. And so we're going to mainly have employers from those fields. But everyone's welcome.
And a little bit about students who want to come to you year round, like when should they be coming to you? When should they be connecting with you?
Oh, all the time. We're here, Monday through Friday. We're here all the time. We offer career assessments, which is, kind of helping students figure out what they want to be when they grow up. That's what I really love, the assessments. But we also, I would say our bread and butter are helping students with resumes. And so we do a lot of that. mock interviews where we actually can simulate a real interview with students coming dressed, like an interview, and then we ask questions. We have special programs like the one I've been telling you about for Career Week. We have career fairs. So we offer all kinds of services. I think also I need to mention our Career Hub, and that's where all our jobs are posted. So we really want all our students to get signed up for that.
That is definitely where they should be looking at Career Hub. I know we talk about that in our classes with them and really encourage them to use that asset.
Oh, good. Thank you. We're always trying to get the word out.
Well, Leslie, you have such wonderful things going on this month, and this week particularly. We're going to have all that information in our post so students can go check out the dates, times, locations, and they know that they can always come to Central Campus and find career services in the Learning Hub building, right?
Right, in room 115.
Excellent. Well, and I want to thank you, Leslie, for coming and talking to us today. Leslie Landrey, Career Specialist for HCC's Career Planning and Job Placement Services.
Thank you, Amy. Always a pleasure to see you.
Yes, I hope I'll run into you later this week.
Yeah, I like to talk with you about running.
Yes. And people may not know we share a passion for English literature.
Yes, definitely.
So thanks again. We're going to have all your information in the post after the show.
Okay, Amy, thank you.
After a commercial break, Nick and I will be back, or just Nick, sorry, we'll be back to talk about our mental health, to talk with our Mental Health Monday guest. It is Monday, y'all. Come back.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
All right, welcome back. We are moving now to Jessica Bellant, the Education and Prevention Director for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters Incorporated. Welcome back to the show, Jessica.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here today.
So you're one of our regular Mental Health Monday guests, and today you're going to talk to us a little bit about enneagrams. What exactly is an enneagram?
Yes, of course. So it is a very comprehensive personality system of 9 different types that really helps us not only get to know ourselves better, our true selves, but it helps us in a self-development journey, really looking at transformation. How do we get back to very whole, more authentic selves?
Well, now you mentioned a personality test or analytical tool. Is this something like Myers-Briggs?
So it is similar to Myers-Briggs. What makes it special, though, is that it really looks at, okay, finding out your type is just the first step to learning about the Enneagram. And then the next step is really looking at, okay, what are these patterns of my personality that are holding me back? And so it really looks at how do we get outside of our personality? How do we be more whole human beings that show up as all the different types in a more healthy way? So I really love it because it's not only a combination of modern psychology, but it also really combines ancient spiritual wisdom in order to like I said, get back to our whole selves, our essence. We're much more than just our personality type as human beings.
Well, I was going to ask why you thought individuals should learn about it, but all of those reasons you just gave about how you can better understand your personality and patterns of behavior sound like it would be incredibly useful to people. I have a quick question for you. This is just out of my own curiosity. How long have Enneagrams been around? How long have we been using them? When did they come into, clinical usage or just popular use? I don't even know anything about these, honestly.
Right, so popular in the United States, we started bringing them in the 80s. But
Okay.
the Enneagram, like I said, wisdom of the Enneagram and the symbol for the Enneagram has been around for hundreds of years. So more popular therapists are using them. Big companies are using them for leadership roles. So some other really great reasons to learn about the Enneagram is not just to learn about ourselves, but also to learn more about our family members, our friends, our colleagues. How do we have more empathy for colleagues who were like, why do you think like that or do these things or talk that way? That seems rude or it seems really direct. And oh, do you like, are you arrogant? Like, it really helps us in understanding we all show up differently in this world, and that's okay. And it helps us better communicate with one another. It's a really powerful tool for self-growth, getting to know ourselves and other people in our lives.
Yeah, no, thank you. I know that certainly people who work here who are in positions of management or leadership are often interested in personality tools to try and improve communications back and forth, right? What are people's Myers-Briggs or strengths and weaknesses, or I'm not sure what other batteries and tests are out there. But so give us a brief overview of the personality types. I think you mentioned there were 9. I don't know if we have time for 9, but maybe there are some really are a lot of people gravitate towards one or the other? Are they kind of
Yes.
evenly distributed?
I'll try to go real high level. So
Yeah.
we have 3 distinct instincts. So our bodies of systems. So we have our heart type people, which are our 2, 3s, and 4s. And so there are feeling centered folks. Hearts are our 2 types are helpers. They're givers. They care a lot about what other people think about them. And they're really all about how do I help other people and be there for them. A lot of therapists, I am a 2, a lot of activists are 2s. 3s are our achievers. They're out there, they're go-getters, very successful. They're always chasing that next best thing. Really confident leaders, really inspiring people, great public speakers. Our 4s are our creatives. They are our artists. They really believe in authenticity. They not only feel very deeply, but they don't believe there's any kind of, and there isn't any negative emotion, right? But many people really struggle with certain emotions. 4s really embrace them. 5, 6, and 7s are our head types. There are really like overthinkers. So if our heart types are deep feelers, our head types really overthink. 5s are kind of like our engineer types, really analytical. They like their privacy. They could be alone in their office for 2 weeks. My husband is a 5. He's like, I could not talk for anyone for 2 weeks and not even notice, right? Loves to learn, likes to gain new skills. That's our 5s. 6s are our investigators. They're great attorneys because they can see all different sides of an argument. They're questioners, kind of the devil's advocate. They're also very loyal and empathetic. Our 7s are our enthusiasts, our adventurers. They always got lots of different plans going on. They chase the fun of life. They have a lot of energy. They're kind of like honey to bees. Everyone wants to be around them. Our 8s, 9s, and 1s are our gut-centered, our body-centered instinct folks. And the 8s are powerhouses. They're known as the boss. They're really very direct and assertive. And for women, people can be put off by that, right? But for men, that's really valued in leadership. Then when we think about 9, there are peacemakers. They're all about keeping the peace, make harmony. They have a little bit of hard time saying no, a little bit more indirect. And then lastly, our 1s are perfectionists. So they're all about black and white thinking, really detail oriented, how very ethical people. So these are kind of just highlights of each of the 9 types. I know that was a very quick summary.
No, that's incredibly useful. I've done a Myers-Briggs test and come up INTJ, and I don't know if I quite agree with that exactly, but I'm also a Taurus, and that fits me exactly just right. I need to find out my Enneagram number, find out my personality
Yes,
type. Um,
yes.
our producer would like to know if you'd be able to send us a test that people can take in order to self-identify or score.
Yes, yes. 9 types. If you just search it 9 types on the internet, it comes up with a free, very
Okay,
quick quiz, and that's a really
wonderful.
easy way to jump into learning about the Enneagram.
All right, so how would you use this to help people with their mental health?
Yeah, so the beautiful part about the Enneagram, like I said, is finding out your type is just the beginning. The next part is really digging into, okay, what childhood wounds do I have? What hurts do I have that kind of shaped my personality? Because our personality is all about what behaviors do I need to do to get what I don't have, to get what I need. And we sometimes go overboard on that. And so when we learn, a lot of therapists are learning about the Enneagram because they can help us not only kind of with our traumas from childhood or even current traumas that shape how we present ourselves in the world, but also with emotional development. Oftentimes, we know now kind of we're just figuring out how important emotional intelligence is, right? But as children, as so many people are growing up in the US, we say, hey, stop crying, don't cry, or don't explode, don't get too angry, instead of saying, okay, it's okay that you're feeling these big emotions, but how do we manage them? How do we work through them and use them? What are they trying to tell us? And so therapists can also help us with our emotional development, which helps us just be happier and feel more whole. When I found out about the Enneagram, it was very healing to know that, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one who does these kind of horrific behavior. I don't want to say horrific behaviors, that's extreme, but it can be kind of embarrassing or shameful when you learn, ooh, I can be a little bit give to get, right? That's part of it too. And we all have those kind of darker, shadowy sides of our personality. So it can feel very validating to know we're not the only ones.
Well, I have a couple of questions related to that about mental health and these enneagrams. First, of the 9 personality types, are some of them, one, two, three, 4 of them, more prone to needing mental health attention in terms of intervention or help, or
Not
is that not related?
Well, not necessarily that they need it, but certain types are going to feel like it's more acceptable for me to get help. Certain types are going to be more in tune to getting help, and so they're more likely to go get help. Whereas other personality types are like, no, my emotions are so shoved down that I don't really acknowledge that this might be something I need, right? So it's not necessarily that some are more prone, but some are going to be more aware and get help.
All right. Well, we're out of time. And if someone is more interested in learning about Enneagrams, we'll share links in our notes after the chat to Bridge Over Troubled Water, to some online Enneagram self-tests. And it was great to have you again, Jessica. Welcome back. We'll see you next time.
Thank y'all so much. Have a great one.
Thank you. Coming up after a quick commercial break, Amy and I will return with some news and announcements.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
And we're back with some news and announcements. We want to congratulate our Innovation Grant winners. Chancellor Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher has announced the 5 faculty and staff to receive the 2025 Innovation Grants. And we're proud that one of them is an HCCTV guest co-host, Marisa Carrasco, Southeast Pathways Advising Manager. She has received a grant for her Emerging Eagles First Year Experience program. Congratulations to her. Each recipient will receive $5,000 from the HCC Foundation to implement plans, instruction, and student services. They'll also be designated as distinguished educators. Also selected were Professor Shusain Batamo for empowering student success by enhancing accessibility to better meet the needs of blind and low vision chemistry students. Program Manager Prashant Harjai for improving study, test-taking skills for at-risk health science students. Professor Paul Pham for the Texas Society of Radiologic Technologists annual meeting. I feel like these are tongue twisters. And Professor Karthik Rajan. He'll use the funds for robotic kits for HCC's new bachelor program. HCCTV congratulates all the winners. If anyone is interested in joining this team, the application process for 2025-26 is open. Check our post after the show for more information.
Well, now HCC also invites students to learn about pathways available to them at upcoming career and transfer fairs. This week, make plans to attend. The first is URIT for business and IT majors. That's going to be at the West Loop campus tomorrow, Tuesday, March 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And one that's near and dear to my heart is the March 20th, Thursday, Education and Teacher Career Fair. This will be at the Eastside campus on March 20th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Check our post after the show for more information.
So many great career fairs going on, just lots happening this week for Career Week. We also are very pleased to announce the Women in Business East End Chamber event. For National Women's History Month, the East End Chamber of Commerce is hosting a luncheon with our very own HCC Chancellor Margaret Ford Fisher as a panelist. That event will be on Thursday, March 20th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. That's the Houston Marriott Hobby. And check the post after the show for more information. I know we had spring break, but I do feel like I lost a week on dates and I have no idea where I am.
No, I understand. Yeah, the March 20th sounds far away, and it's Thursday.
It's
Right.
this week.
All right, well, join the Creative Writing Club. They are dedicated to understanding and practicing the art in all its forms. They meet every Tuesday, and they have an extended deadline for their journal, Vocable. Meetings are Tuesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Katy campus, the West Houston Institute Learning Commons, and on Teams. Check our post after the show for more information.
And if you're not quite ready to jump into applying for our Distinguished Educator, we do have a program for you, Innovation Fellows application, and that is currently open. The application process is open for the 25-26 year. That's the cohort program at the West Houston Institute. This year-long opportunity for personal and professional growth is open to all full-time faculty and staff. It's wonderful curriculum about innovating. So there's a lot of support. I think this program is one of the gems of our professional development series. The application deadline is March 31st. And again, the post after the show is going to have all that information.
All right, just one last announcement. Summer registration is open. Sign up for classes now.
And coming up next week or later this week, we'll welcome the Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, who will join us to discuss all the latest news. And for Tasty Tuesday, Three Brothers Bakery, one of my favorites in my neighborhood, returns to talk about their special rodeo treats. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.